And there we go. The Black Clover chapter 87. Hi, for those who are watching. It is basically just a chapter of a little fight, a little bit more of Noelle's insecurity, and the fact that, well, the third eye is still the third eye. She may not have been vet, but due to the fact that she has some crazy fire magic, she is still very dangerous. And yes, Fauna is still one-dimensional. Okay, you know what? I think I give up on her. I was hoping for some character development, or at least some kind of deeper thoughts, or if she was tormented inside, or anything else. I even wanted to know her connection with Mars, but you know what? Right now, I just feel like, nah, I'm dropping that. She is just too one-dimensional for me, which is quite shame. We really need more female characters here in this series, although technically Black Clover gives that more than others does. Either way, did I present myself that I was the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer? It's nighttime, and to bring you this chapter, it is the fact that, as I said in the beginning, the heat of Salamander together with the crystals is very dangerous, so Asta cannot do his special move, whatever that is now, by the way. Moreover, Finral cannot open a portal because the power surge is being created, and Vanessa's strings will just be burned off. So it's then that when Noelle finally get back into the point, it was about time. And you all remember water has an advantage over fire. But this salamander is at the same time also been fused with crazy ass mana made by the third eye, so it's boiling water. But they are at least getting a chance of flying. It's pretty, I don't know why, but for some reason it's very sexy to see Vanessa flying on a broom with Noelle sitting behind her. For some reason that is just so sexy, maybe because Vanessa is meant to be the stereotypical image of a witch, although a very over-the-top sexual one. So Noelle says that she needs to do this, but it's during that time that the memories of her jerk-ass siblings gets back into her. How her middle brother always said that you cannot, you came out of a womb broken. Her sister saying the shot you made at water temper was lucky shot, and you are a total loser. Is this actually how this is played? Is almost, I mean, of course it is, but what I'm trying to say is, in one way, this is just Noelle's insecurity talking, which, by the way, she still has that. Although people do criticize some mangas with the fact that people going through character development too quickly. Some are actually criticizing that we need to see that more. Black Clover never really struck me as a show that would actually mourn in these insecurities all the time. But it could also very well not only be her insecurity, it could very well be something that is actually beamed into her. You know, like a mind trick or something. Of course, that is something very bad. But given the fact that their siblings in our heads are saying the things from the water temple, then yeah, this may just be the insecurity. It is really shame for Noelle to having that big fear of not being useful. And it's but during that moment she also but given the hope, which by the way we need that more than ever now, she remembers someone saying that's not true, you are strong. At the beginning we wonder if that's Kano, but no, I think that is Aster, who is then screaming at the top of the lung. You're very powerful, you can do this, I can't do a thing about this thing, so it's all on you. And Aster being Aster, well, he is very loud. Remembering that, Noelle snaps out of it, of her insecurity again, and saying that you gave me courage. So yeah, the ship tease is just getting stronger, isn't it? So either way, Noelle decides to do it. So she gathers her mana to fire off one Naga's cannon, However, that Naga's cannon is so powerful, she can only do one Naga cannon at a time. Which, by the way, makes sense, but at the same time, I don't really like to hear that. Come on, we really need some more crazy power here. The Nagas can attack Fana, but it seems like Fana blocks it and then the escapes it. Just as it seems like we're gonna be drowned in despair again. Noelle still doesn't give up and shows that although she cannot fire more than one Naga's cannon, she can telekinesically control it. And with a swim of her wand, she redirected the Naga's cannon and managed to hit the salamander, which douses very much of the flames. Of course, Fana is not down for the count and just continues saying, "You're gonna pay for that." Ugh. But now with the flames temporarily doused, it seems like this is the opening needed. Or will it be an opening? Well, we'll see. The two becomes one indeed. That was another round of the Fana battle. It's surprisingly going at a slow pace, which is actually surprising me. We still haven't even get a glimpse of Mars, but hey, as long as you kill or destroy Fana, it's fine by me. But I still would want to know exactly her past and stuff like that. Moreover, there have been something that we should talk about, which hasn't been talking about in this chapter, so it's actually it's almost like a theory video, but Black Clover never really struck me as a manga where you can talk about theories. Not that it's predictable, it just doesn't feel like that. We are going to talk about something I may have missed last chapter. There were a lot of people who wrote to me on the comments, which, by the way, I love comments. I actually feel very sad when no one writes a comment, particularly on the more popular series. Said that the man, the mortal or the human, whatever you could have called him, that was friends with Lich, actually looked very similar to the first Sorcerer's Emperor. And yes, I can admit, well, I didn't really go back to the first chapter, unfortunately, but I believe you. It's just that sometimes I ask myself, if we are saying if now, if that really was the first emperor, this story is just taking another shocking turn, because that would mean that Vet and Lich are way older than they look, and given to the fact that they don't see themselves as human, may very well just mean that they are immortal. And also, the Clover story says that the first Sorcerer's Emperor became the fourth Sorcerer's Emperor because he defeated a giant demon, a demon which Noelle told became a man from a demon-worshipping tribe, used taboo magic and became a frightening demon. And then there's that Lich talking about that book belonging to someone special to them. So is this putting a new light on the White Knight Demon Eye? Could the so-called tribe of Lich actually be the demon tribe that's been worshipped in the stories? This is once again a question of morality and what can we call the other word? Not sociopathy. No, I mean more like who is right and who is wrong. Yeah, it is only morality. Because if it's just like I'm saying, then that makes you actually question, were they really that evil? Were Lich tribe really that evil, or are they not the same? Or should we just end the video by saying this? If the Sorcerer's Emperor, if that guy really was the Sorcerer's Emperor, and he attacked the village, why? It seems that Lich modeled his magic after that attack that destroyed his village, probably as a angry symptom, or more, like a tragic memento in order to keep reminding him of the betrayal he suffered. But I still would like to know, if that man really did betray them, why? Was it just because of racism, or was it of something else? Either way, that's just some other theories. This had nothing to do with this chapter, it just had something I had to talk about. So give me your thoughts, more, if both this, but more of the chapter, if you have any.